Hypixel's older games are not games you expect to be updated very often, but well, this year Hypixel has proven us completely wrong. There has been tons of updates in older and newer games alike, and Hypixel even added some new games. And just recently, they have added some new maps for some of the oldest games in Hypixel. And in today's video, I'm gonna be talking all about it. But before I do, don't forget to like and subscribe, check out my group channel in the top right hand corner of the screen, and also check out my Discord server in the description. Anyways, without further ado, enjoy the video. So yeah, on December 16th, Hypixel did release a new update. They made a thread all about it, and it's called the Arcade Map Pack. Now, this brand new update is basically a sub-update to an update that was released a couple of months ago. So yeah, so this doesn't sound a bit dumb, I'm gonna give you a bit of context on the older update. Now, if you already didn't know, Hypixel Arcade was updated. This update contained so many changes to Arcade and was a huge update. However, content-wise, there wasn't a lot of new things. And one of the things Hypixel didn't release with this update was maps. And some of you already know that I did give some suggestions to the admins, and the admins did directly talk to the community about it. Majority of these new changes, bug fixes, and everything like that were reported and submitted by the community. So the arcade community was able to talk all about it. So it should be no surprise that when this update did release, there was a bit of wondering where the maps were. The admins had previously confirmed about maps. Now, the thing that is different is that the Hypixel build team has a queue. So the Hypixel build team has to make new updates and new builds and stuff like that a lot. Especially with a lot of new games and a lot of new updates, they obviously did have a queue for new maps. So instead of Hypixel releasing it all at once, they did release the update first and then the maps later. If you're more interested in this update, I'll leave everything you need to know about it in the description alongside my group channel and Discord server. Anyways, a bit after the update, Bluesing, a Hypixel admin, did confirm that maps will be released not right now, but definitely soon. I did mention this in my other video, and I'll just let myself from the past read it out for you. So Bluesing, the Hypixel admin I mentioned earlier, actually said this in the arcade Discord. Anyways, just to let you guys know, after this we're gonna start working on the map sometime soon. Some of them are in the progress of building and are coming on pretty well. Hopefully it doesn't take too long, as in terms of months, to get it out. So I speculate that the admins are actually gonna drop a second part to this arcade update. Anyways, now that you have all the context you need, let's get into the update. Now let's talk about the arcade map update. Hypixel did say a bit, so we're obviously gonna read what they had to say about it. Hey all, in addition to the recent arcade update, we're throwing in a bonus arcade map pack. It's been a good while since we added some and would love to hear your feedback. Now, the game modes that are getting maps are Bounty Hunters, Farm Hunt, Capture the Wool, Mini Walls, and Ender's Spleef. Now, we're gonna divide these new maps into two different categories. The newer arcade games, but still relatively old, and also the older ones. So I'm gonna be starting by showing off and giving my opinion on the newer ones and then the old ones. Now, we're gonna be starting off with Capture the Wool, which is the newest arcade game at the time of recording. Now, the first map you can see right now is Armada. And well, Armada, well, this map was built with strategic gameplay in mind. Find your way through the various corridors and up the countless staircases in this multi-leveled map, but watch out behind you. With numerous routes to take, your opponents could gain on you in the blink of an eye. Defense is just as important as offense on this map, so make sure to plan ahead and stop any pirates from plundering your prized wool. And the second one for Capture the Wool is Citadel. Well, in Citadel, you can fight and build your way through this open battlefield under cover of dusk. Will you choose to take your enemy straight on through the Gardens of Mid or sneakily flank on the far edges? And for mini walls, we do have 3 new maps. We do have Ocean Palace, which, you know, has a couple of ways to infiltrate your enemy, but yeah, very like flat map I would say compared to the other mini walls maps I've seen before, but you know, it still looks amazing. The second one we do have is Olympus. It looks like the bases are a bit lifted in this map. There is also this little structure like a pillar at middle, I guess, but yeah, I could see this map being one of the ones where you kind of go underground to rush or something like that. It could be a pretty good strategy. I have no clue, I'm not a Mega Walls player. And the third one is Vineyard. Now Vineyard looks pretty interesting. Now this looks to me like a very defensive map. It definitely looks different compared to the other ones. It's really nice though, I guess I could say. I really don't know how these maps work gameplay wise really, but it does really look pretty. All of these maps do. So yeah, that's the new maps for the newer games. However, let's move on into the older ones. And now that we're done talking about the newer games, let's talk about the older ones. Now there has been 2 games with new maps, and those are Bounty Hunters and Ender's Spleef. We're gonna be talking about Bounty Hunters a bit, and then we're gonna be talking about the new Ender's Spleef map, and yeah. So yeah, let's just start off with Bounty Hunters. Now, Bounty Hunters has gotten a brand new map, which is called Lost Abbey. With 3 points of interest for you to explore, Lost Abbey was made for those with a good shot, but also ones that prefer up-close PvP gameplay. Now, this map does provide a lot more cover from those pesky spawn kills to give you time to get into combat. And personally, I have checked the map out myself, and it does look amazing. Now, I'm pretty sure Bounty Hunters is basically one in the quiver. I think it's called that, I'm not sure. But yeah, that's just Hypixel's own twist on it, I'm pretty sure, so it looks really cool. This new map does match the game more than the other one, which is the older one. And I mean, it's crazy to think that the older one was released like almost a decade ago. Regardless though, a very nice addition and really well done by Hypixel. Now we're gonna be moving on to Excelsius, which is the brand new Enderspleef map. Now, Excelsius is a pretty different map compared to the older Enderspleef map if you've ever played it. So with a risky curve on the outside, this new Enderspleef map gives opportunity to traverse between levels. So you could get knocked down, but can you make your way back up? Dodge and dive your way to victory, or get knocked off into the void. Now, Enderspleef is a game I'm a bit more familiar with, so let's talk about this new map. You know, it's not that bad of an idea to go into a game of Enderspleef and try it out yourself, right? I'm gonna hate myself for actually playing the new map because I have to edit the whole thing. Anyways, let's hop in game and talk about the new map. Okay, so I've decided instead of queuing Enderspleef, I'm gonna have to queue Bounty Hunters because the new Enderspleef map isn't queuing right now. And yeah, Bounty Hunters is more of a PvP intense game, so I'm sure you guys are gonna enjoy that more. Enderspleef isn't that entertaining anyways. But yeah, so as you can see, we do have a CPS counter right there if you guys are interested. Now this mouse here, it's the same mouse as the other one, but this one's kind of broken. I can click faster in this one without even trying really. But yeah, so we're playing Bounty Hunters just for the fun of it. I don't know if I'm gonna win. I'm not really a Bounty Hunters player. I think I set my sensitivity too high. Today's just not a good day. But so I did want to talk about the new maps for the older games real quick, my full opinion. So the Bounty Hunters one, it's definitely better than the older one. You know, it's bigger as well, I would say. I think anyone who's played Bounty Hunters before probably knows that. Pretty interesting if you ask me. The new Enderspleef map, it's also like really big. So if I were to queue it, it would take really long. That's what I really wanted to talk about, is how the new Enderspleef map, it's like way bigger compared to the old one. I might have some footage of the old one lying around on screen. If I don't, then I don't, but yeah. Like the new one is like, it's 5 layers and it's just huge. So yeah, I'm gonna try and, that's the guy I have to target. Got him, okay. New target. Oh, my new target's nearby. Where are they? I need to find them. But yeah, but I really like I like the new Bounty Hunters map. The new Enderspleef one definitely looks better. It's just the old one is just better gameplay wise. Like you're gonna have a lot of nons if you want to play the new Enderspleef map, and these nons have to have a good amount of time to play. Like they're either gonna get bored or they just don't wanna. Like it's such a long one, dude. Like a big map. And whilst this is a bigger map than the older one, in a sense, I mean I don't know if it's bigger, but it's definitely like it's better gameplay wise. It's like way better. Somehow we won that. We did get an achievement, I guess. Okay, that was a sweaty game. I kind of forgot to talk. Okay, since I forgot to talk and that was kind of some epic Bounty Hunters ASMR, I just want to finish up talking in the video right now. Now, I did forget one specific game, which I did mention earlier. So even though I mentioned Enderspleef, Bounty Hunters, Mini Walls, and Capture the Wool, I kind of forgot one game, and that game is Farm Hunt. So real quick, if you don't remember, I told you guys that Farm Hunt did get a new map, and this still is true. So let me just really quickly talk about it and end off the video with a little joke that cuts off at the intro. So yeah, Farm Hunt did get a brand new map, which is Tumbleweed. Tumbleweed is a homage to old western towns. Following the traditional gameplay, the map encourages more of trying to blend in with the surroundings than just hiding in hidden areas and crevices. Have fun finding interesting hiding spots, or if you're bold enough, standing in the middle of the road to blend in with the other animals and trick your friends. So yeah, that's just basically it. That's the Farm Hunt map. And with all of these cool updates released by Hypixel right now, there's only one right thing to do, and that is obviously liking and subscribing.